Hey guys, this is Gene, and this report is current as of September 11th here, Thursday. Things around town are changing quite a bit here as we're actually heading into a little bit of a fall pattern. The water's starting to cool down a little bit today. I heard temperatures on Lake Mendota were down into the high 60s, low 70s, where they have been in kind of in the mid 70s for the most part. So the water's starting to chill a little bit. The walleye bite that's been going on the lake seems to have been slowing down a little bit, and the bluegill action that's been out on the bars, they're still getting a few of those. They've been out in about 20 feet of water or so out in the rocks, although I had heard some fish up against the weeds once in a while. A friend of mine was up on the North Shore area the other day, just kind of east of the state park over there, fishing on the weed line, and he got into some perch and some bluegills, and right in about 9-10 feet of water, right up tight to the weed edge there. Smallmouth bass on the lake. It's been kind of quiet this week. I haven't heard a whole lot going on, although I'm sure that the bars are still producing some smallmouth out there, and I know Governor's Island area they've been catching some smallmouth bass there too. Over on Lake Monona, the bluegill action, the weed lines are still pretty void of bluegills for the most part from what I've been hearing, although there are still some perch scattered on the weed edges at times. A lot of those bluegills have been out suspended out in deep water. They seem to be really scattered right now, and the guys seem to be doing a little better on the bottom in about 20-25 feet of water, particularly out from Obrick Park out toward Hudson Park, out in the middle of that area there in that main basin. Like I say, 20-25 feet of water. They're just anchored up, and they're catching them right on the bottom there. There's been some small perch in there, but some real nice bluegills too. As far as muskie action goes, a couple of fellas I know were in yesterday said that they've been having some pretty good action on muskies on Monona in particular, but I think they've been doing a few on Waubesa too. And he said they've been chasing a variety of baits, bucktails and bulldogs he's been throwing, and having some action on both those baits right now. As far as bass go on Lake Monona, I really haven't heard much at all. I don't have much of an answer there for you. Mud Lake, they're still taking some bluegills out there around the dredge hole area. A few crappies up on the edge of the dredge hole too. And down on Lake Waubesa, I've been hearing some bluegills on that lake finally, some more consistent numbers anyway of fish being caught on that lake. But they do seem to be the bluegills in the weeds. Some guys are fishing pockets in the weeds and doing pretty good. And there are some crappies scattered out in deep water. You can, if you don't mind drifting and being a little bored once in a while, they have been getting some nice crappies drifting out over that deep water. I haven't heard much for walleye action on Waubesa as of yet, but there was some obviously earlier. I just haven't heard much lately. And then Lake Kegonsa continues to be awfully quiet down there. I don't hear much at all going on down that way. I think that's all I've got for you right now. Lake Wisconsin is a little bit quiet, although I did see a nice catfish, nice flathead catfish. It came from Oki the other day, about a 20-pounder a kid caught. And it's about time in the next few weeks. I'm sure some of those walleyes will start visiting those areas too. So that's all I got for you now. If you want to call me at the store at 608-241-4225, feel free to do so. And we'll talk to you. Thanks. Bye.